force. Got our next guest on the line this morning, and excited to visit with Lucy Devier. Please.
Hey.
Did I get that right?
Yeah, kind of. It is
All
hard with the American accent, you know?
All right. Say it for me. Say it for me.
Lucy Devier.
Devier. Okay.
That's
I think
better.
that was closer. That was closer. Maybe not exactly
100%.
right, but closer. Lucy, I appreciate you joining me. Lucy is a tennis pro at Goose Creek Tennis Club, and she is running a new program for children. Lucy played her college career at North Texas and then at Ole Miss, graduated about a year ago, so still a relatively young graduate, but has stayed involved in tennis. Tell me about the Rising Rackets program.
Sure. So we just implemented that program with my director, with her help, and we want it to be based more with like a European approach a little bit, and mix it up with the American approach at the same time, take the best of both. And we're driving to have a fun and equip the kids with fundamental skills and with a lot of fun. And we graduate classes. We have graduation this Sunday if the weather holds. So this is what we're trying to do, and to make it fun and give those kids opportunities for their future.
And Lucy, this is about starting young, right? Players as young as 3 up through the age of 12. Is that right?
That's right. So at 3, we're more making them be in the group, listening to the coach, having fun, running, screaming, hitting a ball, having a racket in the hands. So it's a lot of fun. We love that class. It's a lot. So yeah, we go from age 3 to age 12, and the best is to go after 12 and enter the academy that we just started beginning of March too.
You mentioned a second ago trying to blend the teaching styles and the approaches of European tennis and American tennis. What are the differences in terms of the way children are taught the game?
Yes, of course. I would say in France we have a lot of playing, a lot of kids in a group setting. We don't have that many private lessons, and we do work a lot of techniques in Europe. The French Federation really thinks that technique is one of the biggest assets for a tennis player. So we're trying to do that by keeping the hardworking part of Americans and the fun, and also a lot of group setting, a lot of playing in front of each other, being independent on the tennis courts earlier. And so I would say that's what it is.
Yeah, tennis obviously is a game that has been around for a really long time, but I feel like in terms of popularity, it's growing. Maybe that's local to where I live in Oxford. I know we've got a massive tennis community in Jackson, on the Gulf Coast, and in Hattiesburg, and smaller towns as well. We've been to New Albany before. They've got an incredible tennis program in New Albany as well. Is there more of a focus on growing the game of tennis right now than there's been in recent years, or maybe even ever, in the United States and in
Probably.
Mississippi?
Yes, 100%. So I think it's been growing. Like we have seen the stats. I don't remember exactly the numbers, but it has been a worldwide growth about tennis. Everybody looks like is loving this game, and that is a great thing. Now we are leading into more like an approach that is better with more people, that is growing, and we want to make Mississippi be a bigger state for tennis, with kids that go to nationals, with kids that can go to D1 programs, with kids that are more aware about all those opportunities within tennis. For sure, it has been shifting.
You know, it's interesting to me. There's some sports that have got barriers to entry, right? I mean, if you want to play golf, you know, you've got all of the costs that are associated with equipment, and then finding a golf course where you can get on and being able to get there. And are you the right age to have a golf cart? With the proliferation of travel baseball, you've got equipment cost and uniform cost and traveling all over. tennis feels like it's pretty readily available. If you could get your hand on a racket and a can of balls, there are tennis courts that are available and are free everywhere you turn. Does that make it attractive to maybe a wider range of young people to try the sport and see if it's for them than maybe some other sports do?
Probably. So there are two things about tennis that things that is working more. I have a lot of kids coming and saying, "Well, I can play tennis my entire life," which is
Mm.
true too. It's like tennis. It's a lifetime. It's you can play. You can be 40. You can be 50. You can be 60. I have a 93 years old player right here that is amazing. So I think this is one of the biggest thing. But of course, there are affordable sports. Once you get into it, like you can take your friend and go play on the public courts and you don't have to pay, and 100% it is a thing that can be affordable if you make it 100%.
Yeah. Lisa and Brandon asked a question on our text line. She says, "Where is the Rising Rackets program located?" Rising Rackets is at the Goose Creek Tennis Club in Oxford. But Lucy, to kind of broaden this out, we talked about the growth of tennis across the state. Are there other communities in Mississippi that have a similar focus on super young kids and getting them involved at an early age? Are you seeing that in other places too?
Yeah, so I'm not aware about a lot of them, but I know in Gulfport, Mississippi, I know somebody that is very involved in it too. We talked a lot about those little 5 years old kids playing tournaments in the club and make them happy. So I know in Gulfport they have, I'm pretty sure Jackson has a lot of things like this too. I'm not aware about a lot of it, but I know the coast have tons of good players too.
Don't most communities have a tennis association of some sort, or I guess maybe
Yes,
looking at the USTA's website is the best way to kind of find what's available locally?
that's what I would say. USTA will be the best, and looking online, probably making some research and looking clubs that are available next to you all and see the program they propose.
Um, my son plays tennis some, and a couple of years ago played in the state tournament and some local tournaments as well. And one of the things that struck me is the talent. I mean, whether you're talking about 8-year-olds or 10-year-olds or 16-year-olds, the talent in Mississippi and kind of the surrounding areas is off the charts good.
I agree. We have a tons of great players. We have talented players. I have 4 years old that comes here, hits the ball, 3 years old that comes and naturally is good. And I'm like, wow, there's something to do right here. And I think we're lacking of a lot of following through the journey for each player.
Mm.
So I hope we can try to do that with my coworkers here, with my director. We're trying to do the best job out here to lead to lead those kids throughout their journey to stick with the talent, and not losing them with baseball, like you say. Baseball is big, football is big in America, so it's also one of the things that we're trying to do, make them love tennis a lot, that they stick with it their entire life.
You were an all-conference player in college, finished your career at Ole Miss. What caused you first to fall in love with tennis?
What college?
Yeah, no, what caused you to fall in love
Oh,
with the
sorry.
game of tennis?
I don't know. Honestly, I just went there. I was 6 when I started, and I fell in love right away for no reason. I don't know. Hitting the
Hmm.
ball, this feeling of hitting it clean, like this feeling of like the sound of the ball and the effort and practicing it. I don't know. I just really loved it. And this group setting back home in France was one of the best thing too. Probably having a great group of friends around me helped me for sure.
The program is called Rising Rackets. If you want to read more about it, you can do so on our website, supertalk.fm. It's at Goose Creek Tennis Club in Oxford. It's available for players ages 3 to 12. Lucy, thank you so much for your time. Continued success, and
You're welcome.
hope you're
Thank you.
raising the tennis stars of tomorrow.
We're trying. We're trying. Thank you so much
Outstanding.
for
Thanks so
having me.
much for your time this morning. Lucy
Bye bye.
Devier. I don't know if I got it right, but I think I was close again, and she's very forgiving for name pronunciation. Mornings with Richard Cross. That was fun. Take a quick time out. We're back with you right after this. Alongside Lance, I'm Richard. More MRC coming up.